Hello and welcome to Dickinson's Real Deal. On this show, I help members of the public to get the very best price for their antiques and valuables. You get a choice. Sit down with one of our regular dealers. They're going to try and tempt you with a cash offer on the table today.
£200.
Is that just for that one?
If I don't think that's enough money, I'm going to say reject it. Gamble, go to auction and hope you will get a little bit more money there. I will be on hand at all times to help and advise you. Today the show comes to you from Doncaster. There's a great crowd of people. They've been here since early this morning. They are determined to take on our deals. You know why? They want to walk away with the real deal.
People of Doncaster are out in force and ready to go head-to-head with our dealers. Maureen's going into this deal with all guns blazing.
Tell me about what you've brought along today.
Well, it was my husband's, and he was born in 1933, and he had it bought for his Christmas present before war, so it was either 38, 39. And it's been in the cupboard 54 years.
And what does it do?
That pulls back.
Right.
Put a match in.
A match.
And it fires a match.
And this was a children's present.
Then, yes.
I'm not quite sure we'd be allowed to give this to a child today.
No, they wouldn't. No, definitely
It
not.
sounds slightly dangerous, what with the match. And at first I thought it was a dinky toy. So made in England and the sparking bow. Well,
that's it.
Absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. At first I just thought it was like a dinky toy gun or something, but quite unusual. Like with most collector's items and toys, people like them in good working order.
Yes.
And this is in great working order. The paint works all lovely.
Yeah.
Considering it's a toy, it's in pretty good shape, really.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'll just have a little bit of a gamble.
Okay.
I'm sure you've probably got an idea in your mind. We'll have a go, shall we? How about £20?
No, I think it's worth a bit more than that.
Worth a bit more than that?
Yeah.
How about, let's see, I might have to find a little one because I said I'm not really my thing. 25?
No.
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 Maureen, we've got David coming in.
Hello.
30 to 50, 40 to 70, they say.
Yeah.
I think it has a bit of character, does that? I know it's not a girly thing, but I think that's probably quite a commercial little toy, that.
Unusual.
Unusual. 25, I think, is a little bit on the low side.
Yeah.
I think he wants to be just a little bit more, but nice thing.
Thank you.
And he's always got good advice. So, how about if I take the 5 and £30?
I'll deal.
You're going to have a deal?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank
you very much.
Thanks, love.
We have Cheryl over a barrel there. Good work, Maureen.
Tell me what you know about it and what you're expecting.
It's now time to pay a visit to Janice.
Nice to see you, Rebecca.
And you?
My name's Janice. And what have you brought for me today?
I've bought a Clarice bottle that belonged to my great nan.
Your great nan?
Yes.
Gosh.
And it was given to my mother when she died, and it's been in my mum's loft ever since.
Oh.
And I was doing a car boot sale the other day, and my mum passed it to me to say, sell this in the car boot, but don't get any more than £20 for it. £20 a bit.
Where's the car boot?
So me and my husband looked on the internet and we realised that we could get more than £20 for it.
Yeah.
So as I'm a fan of the show, I decided to bring it along.
Brilliant. So it's Clarice Cliff, and do you know what the pattern is?
Is it mangoes?
It's cafe au lait, and it's the citrus pattern.
Yes.
So it's got the different citrus fruits. It's unusual in that it's got the retailer's mark on the bottom.
Yeah,
You've seen that, Lawley's on Regent Street. And it's got the Clarice Cliff Bizarre mark on the top very clearly. The Bizarre range was a range that Clarice Cliff actually designed herself. Have you any idea what sort of value you've got today?
Price.
Okay, and you're not going to tell me?
No.
No, all right. Let's see what we can do. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 180. Now, how's that? No?
No.
Very close?
No.
No? Miles out?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So that's 200. 220. 240. No? Well, okay, 250.
No. I want more than 250.
You want more than
Yeah.
250? Well, I'll go one more. I'll take that off and we'll try 260.
No.
No? Well, that is going to be my final offer, Becca.
I can't accept that.
You can't
sorry.
accept
No.
that. So you go to auction?
I think I'll take a gamble, yes.
Brilliant, okay.
Rebecca took a tough stance with Janice, and we pay our first visit to the sale room with auctioneer Colin Young.
Do you think you might have gambled a bit too much turning away 260? Confidence. Full of confidence. OK. The reserve is 250. Is Rebecca right? I think she might be. Let's find out.
Book already. I have to start at 150, 60, 170, 180, at 180, 190 now. At 180, 190, 200, 200, 220, 240, 260. No, 240's on a bit of 240, 60.
Ooh, Rebecca, have you done the right thing
On a
here?
bit of 240, 250, on a bit of 260. I'll take 270. We can creep on 270 bid. At 270.
We're
280
at
now.
the same amount of money that you were offering in
280,
cash.
At 280 bid. 290 now to the seat. At 280, 290, at 290. Are there any more bids in the room? At 290. I'll carry on looking at the screen.
Close, isn't it?
300 bid. At 300, 310. No, at 320 we seem to have plateaued.
Off the hook.
At 320, ask them 5 if you like. At 312, 330, they want to even more now. At 340.
Nice colour, this cafe au lait, the ground to it, the background.
340, it's on the net at 340. 350. Third and final time. All done at £360. Thank you very much.
OK, £360. The gamble paid off. You're taking home £306. How pleased are you?
Very.
Very pleased. On the day, real deal, £306. A smiling and relieved Rebecca. That was the real deal.
What a fantastic result for Rebecca. The gamble paid off. Your mum will be ecstatic. We head back to the dealer's den, where Linda has sat down to do business with our Ian.
Sugarcaster.
Yes,
Does it belong to you?
it does, yes.
And why are you selling it?
I'm trying to raise some funding to help pay for my daughter to go to Amsterdam for the new year.
To Amsterdam?
Yes.
The wicked city of Amsterdam.
Is it really?
Oh, it's a wonderful city.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
It's an
right.
absolute must. Love it. Well, it's very lovely. It looks as though it is in perfect order. What is important that these scalloped edges are not chipped or
Right,
cracked or
yeah.
pieces missing from it, and it seems all there. The silver looks in pretty good condition. You didn't clean it, did you?
No, I've never cleaned it.
Never cleaned it?
No, never.
How long have you had it?
Quite a while.
It looks like it.
Well, it all adds to the authenticity, you see.
Yes, it does. It adds to the age, makes it look more Victorian than ever.
Yes, that's right. A few cobwebs here and
Yeah.
there. Just
Well, it's made in London in
Right.
1888. Okay, the hallmark is very clear, very clean hallmarks, very easy to identify it.
right.
It's a piece that is in good condition and it can be used.
I've never used it.
If I had it, I'd use it almost every day.
All right. Well, I don't entertain any lavish entertainment.
I
so.
don't.
All right. All right.
Honest.
Oh, yeah. All right then.
So, money bags.
Right. Money wise.
Money bag. 50,
Right.
60, 70,
Right.
80, 90.
Right. What about 200?
200. I can't do 200.
Well, she wants to come back, you see.
Yes, she can come both ways.
It's first class, club class.
First club class.
Yeah.
She's not cheap to keep, is she?
Well, the thing is, Ian,
Even I don't travel club.
you've got to strive towards standards, you see.
Oh, yeah, I know. You have to have standards.
You know, you've got to have certain standards in life that you don't fall below, and we're aiming for club class. So I'd like a little bit more.
You'd like it? Right. Okay. Well, we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And you'd like a little bit more.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm going crazy. Well, that's another 20. That's 110. What would you like to do?
I think I'd like to accept your offer.
You're going to accept it?
I will, Ian.
Wow.
Because you're so charming.
Is
as
that
well.
is that the only reason?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Not a fair
it's
price.
It's worth another £100 now.
It's worth another 100.
Definitely, yeah.
So we have a deal at
We do.
110.
We
Shall we
do.
shake on it?
Thank you.
you very much.
Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
So it's a great deal from Prince Charming and good news for Linda's daughter, a bit more for the Amsterdam kitty. Coming up, David Ford is busting some moves. But will he bust out more cash? Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal. So it's time to pay our first visit to David Ford, who's having a dabble with a paddle.
So, Peter, where did you park your canoe?
Well, I couldn't quite get it with me, to be quite honest. I've left that at home.
You bought your paddle?
Yes.
So how did you get to own a paddle like this? It is a paddle, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be a dance ceremonial paddle.
Where do you think it comes from?
I was told it was Portuguese or somewhere around about there, or Tonga.
Really?
Something like that, yeah.
Not Hawaiian, you know.
It'd be nice if the
No?
girl was with it, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, how did you buy it? Where did you get it from?
It actually come off a car boat about 30 years ago.
I think it's got a bit of age.
Yes.
And I think it's sort of interesting, and there are collectors who will know all about it. I'll get some money out.
Right, well, sir.
What about £60?
No, I'd like a little bit more than that.
Will you?
I would say, yes.
I thought that was a bold bid. No? Yes, I did. For a wormy paddle. I tell you what, I'll have another little flutter with another tenner. £70.
A little bit.
I think you're very excited now. You're going to take my money and
no.
go away a very happy man, thinking.
Really?
Yes. I unloaded that old paddle for 70 quid to that dealer on Dickinson's Real Deal. Here's David. He'll give us. He's an expert on ethnic
I
art.
don't know. I feel like you. What's always interesting, some of this Polynesian art, or even if it's Maori, it comes onto the programme unless you have a real knowledge and a feel for it. Sometimes you can look at something and think, well, is it just a tourist item? I don't think, my gut instinct, rather like David is, I don't think it's anything special, but I wouldn't want to to bank on it.
No.
I'm going to say, put it in the auction and let the room decide. You just never know. You just might have something that's very interesting.
Thank you.
That's all good stuff. Just before you finally decide, because I'm a bit of a gambler, even though I don't know about it, I will just pop another £10 on it. £80. How do you feel about that?
I'll accept it.
You're going to sell it? Yep. Okay. All right, Peter. Thanks very much indeed. So what are you going to do with the money?
Well, it'll just go in the pot.
All right. Well, I hope I'm lucky with your ceremonial paddle.
And so do I, sir.
I don't think David was expecting that decision, Peter. So is our dealer up the creek minus his paddle? We'll find out later if he sells it on for a profit or not. Let's pop over to Cheryl, where it's tea for two.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
So you've brought along a very attractive tea service.
Yes.
How did you come to own this?
My mother-in-law and father-in-law gave me it when we got married in 1970.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's been out maybe 5 years, it lasts 40 years.
Really? Well, we'll just turn one upside down, and I'm sure you know it's Shelley.
Yeah.
So, very, very well-known maker, highly collectible. What would you do if you did sell it to me today? How would you spend the money?
I'd probably replace it with something that I can keep now. But these days, people don't save a lot of things now.
True, very true.
It's only because your children don't want them. They're dust arbors, basically. That's what it all comes down to. So you download altogether.
Unfortunately, you are right. We're all downsizing, we're all going a little bit minimal. This tea set 10, 15 years ago would probably have been more valuable then than it is today.
Should have got it out of the box then, shouldn't I?
But still, there are Shelley collectors.
It's a beautiful pattern. And I've looked, and I've never seen one like it.
The collectors tend to like the more Art Deco, the more arty sort of patterns, bit brighter colours. It's slightly delicate, this. It's a little bit ladylike. It's not really, really stylised.
I don't think it's ever been used, to be honest.
Well, it doesn't look like it has. The gilding's all in perfect condition, and it's all in its trios, the milk, the sugar, the sandwich plate. But still very nice. I'll get some money out, see what you think, and take it from there. 20, £40.
Don't think so.
You don't think so? Let's see. 50.
No.
No, that's a definite no.
Definite no.
Definite no for a dust collector.
No.
So, well, it is in nice condition, so £60. No.
I think you could do a little bit better than that.
A bit better. Jennifer, I'm going to stick at £60.
I think it's worth a little bit more than that.
So, are you going to go to auction?
Yes, I think so.
Well, have a great day at auction. Best of luck.
Right.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
bringing
Will.
it along today anyway.
So Jennifer was very sure about saying no and heading off to auction. But has she made the right decision?
It's coming up now. There's a reserve of £80 on it.
Yes, that's what they've
It
changed.
should bring that. Let's see what happens. It's coming up now.
Start at 50 bid. Add 50 and 5 now make it at £50 a bid. 5 do a C now. At £50 bid. 5 surely.
50.
55 bid. 60 anywhere else now. 60 do a C. 60 and 5 bid 70 and 5 bid 80 and 2. 80.
It's past the reserve of 80.
88 do a C. 85 per bid. 88 do a C now at 85 per bid. At 85 bid. 8 surely. At 85.
85. It's past the reserve. It's going to sell.
£85. Thank you very much.
The gavel went down at £85. Take away the commission, £72. Satisfied?
Yes, that'll do.
That's the real deal. You see, the problem is it's not everyone's cup of tea.
It's back to the dealer's den where our resident Mr. Bling has taken a shine to his next thing.
And you are?
Trudy.
Trudy. Very nice aquamarine ring with little diamonds on the shoulders. It belongs to you?
It was my great-uncle's wife's.
Great-uncle's wife's?
Yes.
Why are you selling it?
Not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea? No. Just as well. No, I think it's a very nice ring. You know, it's a very showy dress ring, you know, easy to wear. It's not too over the top with diamonds. You know, Aqua says aqua, I'm an aqua. And the diamonds aren't bad at all. It had good taste. It isn't marked in any way, but I would assume that it is 18 karat gold. Do you have any idea of its value?
A little.
A little?
Yeah.
It's not worth a lot of money, to tell you honestly. And I'm going to try and get this as cheaply as possible. No. 50. 100. 150. 200. 250. 300. 350. 400. 450. £450.
Very nice. Squeeze you a little more,
I don't think so.
and you'll definitely not go any further.
I don't think so. How much were you expecting? 300.
I'm quite happy
You're quite
with what
happy
you've
with
laid
that?
down so far.
I should hope so.
Yeah.
I think I'm being over generous.
Yeah.
Are you happy with 450?
Well, if I definitely can't squeeze any more from you,
Definitely can't squeeze it.
then yes, I'm very happy.
Then you're very happy.
Very happy.
Okay. So we're going to shake on it, but can you tell me what was your estimated? What were you expecting?
I was hoping to hit 4.
At 4.
Yeah.
So I paid you £50 too much. So 450 you're happy with.
Yeah,
So we can shake on that and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy wearing it.
You're going to wear it? Okay.
For a while.
Yeah.
Trudy is certainly a very happy seller. Has Ian paid over the odds, or has he got a buyer lined up already? Still to come. Everyone's hopping with excitement.
Now, Colin, when this arrived through the door, I saw your pace quicken as you went across the room.
It doesn't happen very often, David.
But will we see David Ford step up to the plate?
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal.
As we pay another visit to David Ford, the Duke and auctioneer Colin Young are looking on with a keen eye. This painting has brought with it an air of mystery.
Hi, Neil, I'm David.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to meet you, and you brought me a nice little picture.
Yep.
So what's the story? How did you...
Right, well, I've come about this picture. It was left to me by my grandparents.
So it's a family
So it's sort of been in
picture.
the family for quite some time, yeah.
And now you've decided to sell it?
Well, it's been sat in my house for probably 10 years, just wrapped in a blanket.
Yeah. I mean, I've had quite a good look at it, and I think it's a nice quality painting. There's a few bits would need restoration where it's actually lost a bit of paint.
Yeah.
But nothing a good person. I mean, there's also a bit here, you know, that where the paint's actually been rubbed off. But something a good man could do.
I did a little bit of research on it.
Yes.
What I found out was that Charles Robertson and Company of London were trading between, 1828 and 1853. Apparently they commissioned various artists to do paintings for them, for them to sell on.
Yes.
And it's within that time.
And it's got
frame.
that label on the back, hasn't it?
It's got that label on the back,
here.
yeah.
Now, Colin, when this arrived through the door, I saw your pace quicken as you went across the room.
It doesn't happen very often, David.
When you look at this, it's a speculative lot, but it's got potential.
It has. The lights are a little bit dimmed in here. I've looked at it short length, long length, went out into the foyer, went outside with it, tried to unravel the puzzle. Still couldn't come up with an answer, though.
Right. David Ford knows his pictures. Yeah. I think he'll want to buy this. Let's just see what David puts on the table.
So we're going to talk money then, are we?
Yep.
Should we do that?
Yep.
That's what we're here for,
Yep.
isn't it?
Why not?
I put it there. 50. 100. 150. £200 for your picture.
I think it's got to be worth a bit more than that.
Think so?
Really, yeah.
Here's David.
Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice here. There are several estimations here. First of all, off-screen is saying 200 to 400, but the auctioneer is saying something quite different. He's saying if nothing really turns up, he sees it at 4 to 6. But if anything can be attributed towards a share or an artist similar to that, then he's saying 1,000 plus. But I'm going to leave you with David because David is a man who could possibly buy this off you. He's a speculative dealer. He knows his business. And pictures, well, they're his thing too.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I'm keeping a close eye on him.
Thank you, David. I will put some more money down because I do quite like it. 250, 300, 350, Neil. That's my bid for your picture.
That's the most you can bid on it.
Maybe I'm being just a little bit cautious. 400, 450, and that's my gamble, 450. Yep. The decision now is yours.
I think I'll take it to auction.
Let's hope it does discover something, and you do very well. I'd be pleased for you. Okay. Sorry we haven't done a deal.
Okay, they've shaken hands.
Okay.
He's decided to gamble and go to the auction. I have a feeling 500 might have sealed it, but now our seller is going down that road to the auction. The question is, has he done the right thing?
A strong bid from David and a big gamble from Neil. Let's join David in the sale room where I believe the Duke's unearthed some more information.
You've been away on holiday, but recently you've had a call from the auctioneer, and what did he tell you?
He's told me they found a signature.
Well, I've got the details here. We now know that the signature that's been revealed is Alfred Vickers. His dates are 1786 to 1868. Originally, it was £400 to £600, the estimation. Now, you've changed that. What have you changed the reserve to now?
500.
OK, so you brought it up another £100 to £500. Is it going to sell at £500? We're about to find out.
5, 4 to go. 3 if we must. £300, anybody? £300 bid at 300. 320 now. Making it 320. 340. 360 now. 360. 380. 420 now. At 400 bid at 400. 420 now. Do I see it? 420. 440. 460. 480 now. 480, do I see 480?
We're so
at
near.
480, we all done then? At 480, so near yet so far. At 480, all done and finished then, going this time then at 480.
OK, unlucky. Gavel has just gone down. There was interest on the internet. There wasn't much interest in the room. It failed to get up to its £500 reserve. What's your thoughts? Are you disappointed?
You pay your money, you take your chance, don't you?
You do. I'm going to say the real deal was with our dealer, David Ford. David, you were on the money, mate.
Back to the dealer's den, and now for something completely different.
Hello, Babette. My name's Janice.
Oh,
How are
hello,
you?
Janice. I'm Babette.
And what have you brought for me today?
I bought this guitar for you.
Yeah.
It's one that I won in a competition in 2006.
Yeah.
And there were only 41 made.
And why were these particular 41 guitars made?
They were made for the World Cup in 2006.
Right. Oh, that's why you've got the George Cross on the
That's right.
centre of it.
And Bringing Back the Memories was a single that was brought out by Mark Joseph.
And who is Mark Joseph?
He's a singer-songwriter.
And this is a Gibson guitar, is it?
It's what they call an Epiphone.
An Epiphone
guitar.
And it's absolutely immaculate, I must say.
Yeah.
You've got the case, you've got the lead for the amplifier. It's not something that I specialise in, I'm afraid. I will make you an offer, but I must say it might be something that, to be fair to you, if it goes to auction, you could get 2 collectors on the internet really interested in this, and on the internet it could be publicised all over the world. So we'll start 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. How's that?
No, it's worth a lot more than that.
No, nowhere near?
Nowhere near.
All right, we'll try a bit more. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. No. Am I still a long way away?
You are a fair way away, yes.
OK. I'll put a little bit more on. So if I go to 240, I'm putting down £240 on the table, but I seriously think you should consider taking this piece to auction because it is such an interesting piece from a sports memorabilia and both from a guitar collector's point of view. What would you like to do?
think in view of what you said, I think it really will be best to take it to auction and let's see what it gets.
Have you ever been to auction before?
I haven't actually,
Oh,
no.
well, you have a really good day. I wish you all the best for the auction. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Janice's strong bid didn't strike a chord, so it's off to auction. Babette has handed the reins over to husband Peter as we see the guitar go under the gavel.
Now, Peter, where did your wife acquire this commemorative guitar from?
She won it on a competition.
OK. It was a radio competition, did you tell me?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. Right. 250 is the reserve. There's a 10% discretion, so it can go perhaps £25 less. The question is, will they do better?
200, 220, 240. Do I see 240?
It's cracked up.
220 bid. At 220. Any more now?
It's
At
220.
bid is the last call there. 220. Any more bids?
It's
there?
within the
At
estimation. We
220,
might have
40,
suddenly
at
crept
220.
in.
Are we all done? 40 or not now then? Are we all right?
I'm just nodding my head to the auctioneer thinking, wow, we've got there.
We're not going to sell at 220. We've got some discretion then, but we're going to sell then at £200. Sorry, 220.
The gambler's just gone down at £220. There is commission to take away, and that means you're going home with £187. Babette turned down 240 quid from our dealer Janice. What do you think?
I'm happy with that. It didn't cost us anything.
OK. But on the day, the real deal would have to go to Janice at 240 quid.
But not a bad return for something you got for free, Peter. Good work. Still to come.
They are my grandma's. I've come on behalf of her today.
Are you the agent?
Yes.
Will David put an end to this family affair?
£600. You like the sound of that, though, don't you?
What about my grandma?
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from Doncaster.
We've had all sorts come through the doors today, and we pay a final visit to David Ford, who's been dealt the pick of the bunch.
Hi, Richard.
Hiya.
I'm David, and you've brought in some...
Spode.
Pretty pots, let's call them. They're Spode, are they?
Yes.
I see. So how did you come to own a collection like this?
They are my grandma's. I've come on behalf of her today.
Are you the agent?
Yes.
Do you like them, personally?
I can see all the craftsmanship that's gone into them, but they're not my cup of tea.
No, I mean, they're cabinet things, really, aren't they? We'll just turn one up here, and we can see on the bottom very clearly the Spode mark, and the number underneath that, 1166, that's the pattern number.
Yeah.
But they all seem to be perfect, too. I like the little miniature potpourri here, which has got a little squirrel on the top. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
You know, just... It's quite lovely, and all beautifully painted with roses and that sort of thing. 1820, 1830, something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty things, and they survived in nice condition and not got damaged. It's quite surprising.
Yeah.
When your grandma said, Richard, off you go and try and sell these things, did she give you any guidance? Did she say, don't sell them for a penny less than something?
Yes.
She did. So you've got a figure clearly in your mind.
Yes.
What are they worth? 50. 100. 150. £200.
Is that just for that one?
You think they're worth more than that?
Yes.
I think they're worth a little bit more than that.
I think they're worth a lot more.
Do you? I do like them. 250. It's not doing anything for you, is it? £300 for your little collection of Spode. How does that?
No, not enough.
Not it is, David. He'll give some...
I was wondering which piece David was trying to buy.
That's what Richard said. Yes.
7 to 1,000, 8 to 1,200. And I think they're pretty well on the money. I think if those go to the sale room, collectors from near and far will come hunting.
Makes my offer look awful, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 600 pounds. 700 pounds.
Can you get any more?
You like the sound of that there, don't you?
No. What about my grandma?
Your grandma. I wonder what she said to you when she left home. What did your grandma say? She said, not a penny less than... Not a penny less than... I bet she said, not a penny less than 800 pounds.
So, the better estimate, which is the estimate I think we should consider, is the 8 to 1200. If you made £1,000 in the auction, which would be the mid-estimate, you'd come away with about 850. So that has to be considered. The question is, there's nothing wrong with the offer on the table. I think there's a reasonable chance you could get more at auction, but I can't guarantee that to you.
Tell you what I'll do. 850. And I think that's as bold as... I think that's good, strong.
This is going to be your decision.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is, there's nothing wrong with what's on the table. That's the equivalent of £1,000. What you've got to ask yourself is, how confident are you of finding someone for more than £1,000? Because if it was £1,200, there'd still be £180 to take away. I'm going to say at the moment, what's on the table is a decent offer. I think they're worth a little bit more, but I'm not so sure if I push it to the auction you will get it on the day. So I'm going to leave that weighty decision with yourself.
All right, thanks, David. That's helpful, actually, isn't it? Because it puts things in perspective for you.
Yeah.
So, Richard, there's the decision you have to make. £850, or have a gamble, go to auction, and maybe you might do better. The decision is yours.
I'll accept your offer.
We have a deal?
Yeah.
We're going to shake hands?
Yeah.
All right, Richard, thank you very much.
You pushed David to the limit there, Richard. Let's hope Grandma's happy. Our dealers have splashed out over £2,500 of their own money today. But have they bought wisely and made any profit? First up, Cheryl.
I know it's not a girly thing, but I think that's probably quite a commercial little toy, that.
She managed to sell the tin plate gun at an antiques fair for £35. Surely Ian's made more than a £5 profit.
Thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy wearing it.
You're going to wear it?
For a while.
Well, he managed to eventually part with the aquamarine ring and sold it on for £500. But he didn't do so well with the silver sugar sifter, as it still sat in his shop. Unfortunately for David, he's up that proverbial creek and is still in possession of the paddle.
Because I'm a bit of a gambler, even though I don't know about it, I will just pop another £10 on it.
But David did better with his big buy of the day. He had to put $850 down to buy the Spode collection.
We have a deal?
Yeah.
We're going to shake hands?
Yeah.
All right, Richard, thank you very much.
But managed to sell it on to another dealer for £1,000.
We've had a great day here in Doncaster. There's been lots of buying and lots of selling. That's the way we like it. Don't forget to join me, David Dickinson, next time. Dickinson's Real Deal. Bye for now.